Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Epic Homesteading. I have a little surprise for you in today's vlog. Ooh, what is that? The new shirts are finally here. Not new shirts. I mean, this is the first shirt we've ever had here at Epic Gardening. The Keep On Growing shirt. We also have the Plant Daddy shirt on organic cotton made in a sustainable way. So the link will be up pretty soon for that. Not up yet. Stay tuned on the shop. I wanted to show you today just a couple tweaks, some adjustments, some things that really have no place to go except for in a vlog like this, because they're these little minor things that just improve the efficiency of the homestead, the performance of some of the plants, some tiny little things. So I want to show you first what we're doing at the shed. So look at this. What have I done here? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, hey, Kev, isn't that going to rust? Well, no. Corona tools are completely stainless steel and or coated. They're not going to rust. So these little clips here, these are from a company called Wall Control. Again, it's steel. It's made in the USA and pretty affordably priced, I have to say. They sent them out, so a huge thank you to them. But I've got all of my forks and hose over there. I've got my shovels and my apron right here. On this backside, I have some less commonly used tools like a mallet and a fruit picker, and then these bow rakes right here. But inside the shed, it's all about efficiency here. Let's take a look inside. Voila, we've got all the garden tools hanging out right up here. I mean, is that not beautiful or what? And then the new garden manager and I, Jacques, we just sort of organized all of this. So some really fun goodies in here that I think will be showing up pretty soon on the vlog. For example, these grow oyas, great way to irrigate in a low-cost way. Actually an ancient technique that's just been a little bit updated here. But I want to show you out here. First of all, what you'll notice is there's actually a lot of green in the yard. Look at all that. Let me just run over and show it to you. It's all grassy growth. It's all not ideal, but you know, the rains are coming. Spring is here. We got a bunch of nonsense in the yard, bunch of mulch here. A couple things we've done. Number one, every now and then we clear out the potato patch. So scuffle hoe straight through here, pull some grass out of these right here. Almost every single one of these potatoes, red Pontiac, we got Russian banana, French fingerling, Chieftain, Russet Burbank, and Tara Rose. Almost every single one is coming up. You can see the Tara Rose is finally starting to come up. We're only just waiting on the Russet Burbank, which is chitting. I know it is, it's not coming up yet. Now, another thing we've done here is, this is the garlic bed. Now, it's the future of the garlic bed, because what we ended up doing was we broad forked it, we poured water in, we added a little mushroom compost. We've now put cardboard down with some pavers. And the reason we've done that is to force germination. Now, one thing I just forgot to mention is we scraped off the top 1 inch of the soil. The reason why is because there's a decent weed bed in there. So you put that over there, boom, this pile right here, and then you do that process I just mentioned. Broad fork it, water it in, add some compost, add the cardboard, add the pressure to protect from the wind and also force germination a little bit. So then what we'll do is we'll force the weeds to grow again. Any other weed seeds that are left in there, they'll start growing. We can come through with a flame weeder or a hoe, pull those out, and then finally we can add a little bit more organic matter in and plant the hardneck and softneck garlic right here. So a lot of prep on this garlic bed, but garlic's a long season crop. You really have to get it right. And so that's what we've done. We put a little marker here right there just to see how quickly the weeds grow week over week. Over here, a lot of the soil in these beds has finally been fixed up. There was a calcium deficiency, but what is this beautiful thing? This is a native bee box up top here. So native bees really prefer to nest in these thin holes. They're solitary bees, most of them at least. And so we're gonna see if we get some colonization there, but I'll probably do some spring peas up this. This is from a company called Terra Trellis. They're actually the makers of our moon arbor right there as well. So link will be in the description for them. We've moved the compost bin back here because this wasteland is eventually going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 different bays, like a Charles Dowding style composting system. So we had to get that back there. Next up, I'm gonna take you out to the front. Again, these really small changes, you know, with the prep of the beds, the organization of the homestead, and even just slightly moving containers can make a massive difference in the performance of your garden. So let me show you what we've done here with the dragon fruit, because I want to get a fruit this year if possible, at least on some of the varieties, and I don't think I was going to based on how I was planting them before. So take a look. If you remember, you can even see a little bit of the depressions there. The dragon fruit we're hugging right under this moon arbor, straight down this line here. Now, that's east, and right about there, as the sun sets today, is west. And so if you think about it, as the sun comes over, especially in the winter, it'll cast a shadow till about 12 o'clock to somewhere around about there. So I would say 3 of these were in shadow until about 2 p.m. That's not good for dragon fruit. So we've kicked all these out here. Probably still need to align them a little bit right next to this loquat tree. So they're kind of hugging that edge here. So I basically gave them 3 extra hours of sun just by moving them 4 feet this way. And what'll end up happening pretty soon as we build some actual fences here on the property and do away with some of this chain link is we're going to put in permeable pavers from here to about there, and I'll go straight back like this. So you have a big gate right here. You can get a tool through, you can get a skid steer through, anything that you're actually doing some serious work in. And then you come around, again, pavers right here. Look at all this. I mean, pavers up to here, boom, and then right there is where the coop will end up. So out here in the front yard garden, here on the Homestead channel, I kind of like giving you little teasers of what's to come on the main channel. And so I've been working with the Subpod for quite some time now, really just testing it out. And for those of you that don't know, it's a subterranean or buried below the surface of the soil worm composting bin. And so what we have is I got a bunch of red wigglers in there. I don't know if you can see them. Let's see if we can get a couple. Yeah, you see them kind of moving around there. What's nice about a subterranean style is you actually get a buffer on cold or hot temperatures because most of it's down below. So we've been doing some digging in this bed here. You can see I put some spring peas in. We have sort of amended the soil, and there's way more worms in this bed than there are in these beds, but they're red wiggler worms, which aren't really the worm you would typically want. Nevertheless, I'm still gonna take some worms over no worms at all. I want to show you a couple different things, finally, that we're doing out here in the front yard. So all these beds here have been stripped of their harvest. We've done a little harvest, and I've got some rat's tail radish in right here. This is going to be a really exciting radish. It's one that you are going to plant just quite a bit farther apart. So it's about maybe 24 inches apart because you're mostly growing them for the above ground, and they grow quite large, and you're going to harvest and eat the pods. This one over here is my lettuce bed. I've got 6 lettuce starts in. What do we have here? We've got Great Lakes lettuce. The rest I'm going to patchwork fill in, and it's actually okay that they're not perfectly in all at the same time because that'll be a staggered planting, which is great. We've got sunflower and cosmos over here. And then take a look at this. So I'm going to do a video pretty soon on the GreenStalk Gardens. So this is sort of the OG design, the original one with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels, so 30 different growing sites. And then this is the new GreenStalk Leaf, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels. So you obviously get 42 growing sites. But take a look at the actual height of them. They're the same exact height. And honestly, if you're growing shallow rooted stuff, like you're growing a root crop perhaps, or you're growing some flowers, or you're growing some lettuce, this one's going to get you more production in the same vertical footprint that the original one is. So I really like that. And the original GreenStalk has been planted out with a ton of different cool flowers and honestly grains. I put some amaranth in this one. So we'll see how it goes. They might get a little crowded, but I'll just show you a couple. Lemongrass is up top. It's taking a little while to come in, but eventually it will. And then we've got all sorts of little randoms right here. Boom, you got that. This little guy, I believe that's Gomphrena. We've got Nigella here and just a bunch of other stuff. In this one, I'm gonna do calendulas. I'm gonna do other smaller flowers. Oh, look. I finally got him on video. This is one of the cats that visits my yard. I'm actually somewhat convinced he's a ghost because he just does that. That's just all he does. Sorry about the zoom. I'm on my phone, but look at that. I mean, is that not a ghost? What should we name him, guys? I think he's a neighbor's cat, I think, but I don't really know 100%. But man, look at this guy. He's just hanging there. He'll come through and he'll actually go for like field mice and stuff. Let's see what happens if I slowly approach. Will he just vanish? Yeah, he's gonna vanish into thin air. Look at that jump. Impressive. All right, my friend, I'll see you another time. Man, I know it's a little messy, guys, but I am just so pleased with the progress here at the homestead. Look at the shed, look at the little workout zone. We got the solar up there. Can you imagine what this is gonna look like? And here's something I wanna say. In the front yard garden, I'm really being honestly kind of particular and very detail oriented with how I've set it up. But here in the back garden, as I'm calling it, I'm just gonna decide things I wanna try growing in ground and almost do it like a patchwork quilt. So the potatoes are here. I said, oh, I want to do garlic, so I'll just put a little patch of garlic there. I'm actually thinking I'm going to do a patch of onions right there. And then with some of these chips, I'm probably going to inoculate with wine cap mushroom spawn, clear out this spot right here, about 5 by 5 plot over there, and try to grow some mushrooms right over there. And this is all part of the Epic Homesteading mission, really the mission of Epic Gardening. Teach 100 million people around the world how to grow their own food and plants and live sustainably. Many different methods will work. You can do raised beds in the front yard, you can do containers, you can do a tiny little balcony garden, hydroponic garden, as I have in the front yard as well. Or you can go wild and just do sort of an au natural garden, very unplanned but organic looking and fun and just experimental. So I'm really pleased. I just wanted to come on and share with you some quick updates, some things that I've been thinking about and doing, and also, come on now, you know I had to show off the Keep On Growing Epic Gardening shirt. Sorry, it's like I'm being Superman right now, trying to like show off my pecs for you guys, but I'll show you. I'll put a little screenshot up. You can see it. That should be out and up on the store by the time this video comes out. I'm really hoping that you guys like the design. 100% of the net proceeds from any of the merch I ever sell on Epic Gardening is actually going to go towards what I'm calling the Epic Gardening Grant Program. And so what I want to do is, I've been very fortunate to grow Epic Gardening to the level that it is now. I don't need the money from the merch to go towards my personal pocketbook, and I'd much rather route that money, that revenue stream of Epic Gardening, I'd much rather route it into a bank account that we save up and we fund worthwhile gardening projects, whether that's sending seeds to the inner city, whether that is, setting up a school garden somewhere here in San Diego, sponsoring a garden somewhere else in the world, maybe even a third world country, second world country. We'll see. But I just wanted to say that, like, these merch designs, I'm not trying to just scoop up extra cash from everyone. I'm trying to offer something what I think is valuable, connect with the Epic Gardening community. It's actually a really sick and cool looking shirt. It feels amazing. It's an organic cotton made in a really, really sustainable, nice way. But I don't want that money to just like keep filling up the bank account. What I'd rather do is route it towards worthwhile causes. So that's the little story on that. I would request that anyone who orders one only order one so other people get a chance to order them. But until next time, guys, good luck in the garden. Keep on growing. I gotta go hit a workout, and I'll see you guys soon.